Hey guys, I just received my Charlotte Tilbury Emotions fragrance collection, and as I sprayed each one, I developed some very definite thoughts and opinions about them, and I just thought I would do a quick video to get my thoughts out there. Remember, as I always say, I'm not a fragrance expert, but I do feel like I have a unique perspective to offer, and I might be able to help you understand how these perfumes smell if you relate to my style of perfume interpretation. This whole collection is incredibly essential oil based. They smell like the raw materials of pure essential oils. They don't smell like perfumes. For some, that might be a bonus. For others, it's not going to be what they're looking for, and they might be shocked by what they're smelling, especially if they've had not much experience with essential oils. I was heavily into essential oils before I even entered the perfume arena. I have decluttered dozens of them, mostly because I've had them for several years, but I still have quite a few. And if you want to hear the idea of scents affecting your emotions debunked, go and watch Ceylon Cleo's video on the subject. She spends almost an hour explaining how this is all just marketing and that fragrance cannot affect your mood or emotion in a physical way. She says that if it affects your emotion, it's only because of the memories that you have surrounding these scents. But for me, and the time I've spent over the past 10 years researching essential oils and how they can affect and heal you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and in so many ways, I put a little more stock into the power of, quote, scent to unlock your emotions. Although this particular collection didn't necessarily give me the emotions Charlotte intended for it to. So the first one is Magic Energy. In the first spray, I got kind of a green apple smell followed by a fresh, crisp fennel. And not just the stalk of the fennel, but the airy green fronds of the fennel plant. And then not exactly star anise, but more like anise seed, slightly licorice leaning, but freshly sweet, slight wintergreen spearmint vibes. Not just your typical fresh green scent, definitely a very sweetly green spearmint. It would be refreshing and nice if you like those type of notes. They're not necessarily my favorite. I do love fennel tea. But yeah, this was not my favorite out of the group. I'm going to rank them at the end of this video, and I'll tell you which was my first most favorite and my least favorite. Number 2, Calm Bliss was definitely a wintergreen spearmint toothpaste from the very first spray. It was almost completely this just minty, I just brushed my teeth but didn't rinse all the toothpaste out type of smell. There were some florals in the mix, but they were definitely overshadowed by the essential oil level of sweet mint. This is not a type of mint you've smelled in perfumery. It's a type of mint you've only smelled if you've worked with essential oils. And as it sits, it does get sweeter, and it very closely resembles the blue toilet bowl cleaner, the one that has a wintergreen smell. It's a very blue scent, even like blue shower gel, but almost more plasticky, or even a blue aftershave balm. But it does have like a green leafy freshness to it. I'm not saying anything bad when I say it has a blue toilet bowl cleaner smell. Obviously, they're only going to put the freshest and best smell to clean your toilet bowl. Moving on to number 3, Love Frequency was an amazing blast of fresh pepper followed by rose. And as it sits, I get a bit more of the earthy patchouli. This is very reminiscent of Fenty. It is not very sweet. It's a dry, peppery, spicy, earthy, quite lovely, fresh rose. I really love this one, but I really love Fenty, which is a very polarizing scent to many. So if you like Fenty, you could really like Love Frequency. It stays very linear. I really love this one. Joyphoria is all florals. Intensely banana heavy, ylang ylang. It keeps on getting more and more intense, almost like overripe bananas or ylang blooms if they've like fallen on the ground and you collected them and put them in a plastic compost bin along with the banana peels. And you came back and opened the lid of the compost bin after 3 or 4 days and you have just an intense banana concoction. There are moments where it does smell almost like banana candy, like those peanut-shaped foamy banana candies, and you melted them down into a soup and someone served you the soup garnished with very indolic yellow florals. Definitely the intensity of the florals that you would get in an essential oil. I do own ylang ylang essential oil, and that is the intensity of the florals that you're getting. Now, Morex I liked from the very first spray. There was something really sexy about it, and it still was an essential oil style of fragrance, but I was getting something spicy and warm, slightly sweet. And again, I was getting a bit of a wintergreen spearmint background, but there was something more dense and ambery. So pretty soon I realized that there was a little hint of the DNA of BR540. I know everyone's sick of comparisons to Baccarat Rouge, but there really was a little bit of the DNA of that running through this scent. But then I realized it was a little bit more like Mancera Instant Crush. To me, Instant Crush has a more prominent like burnt sugar note and almost like a little metallic tinge to it. So I'm definitely getting wafts of something almost incense-like. It's not a noticeable metallic smell, but just a hint of it. But I loved Morex. And I found it really sexy and really good. Cosmic Power, I think, would be the least liked from the collection. In my opinion, I'm getting something very dark and forebodingly spicy. It's like cinnamon crossed over to the dark side. This is cinnamon's villain origin story. We're getting lots of unsettling elemi and disturbing frankincense. I think Cosmic Power is the perfect name because this would be a supervillain's signature scent. It kind of smelled like something bad happened, but for some crazy reason, I don't hate it. It's actually like in the top 3, to tell you the truth. So I am going to rank them now. So in first place, we have Love Frequency, and that's probably no surprise, knowing how much I love rose fragrances these days. But it's so reminiscent to me of Fenty that I actually wouldn't need to purchase Love Frequency. Fenty is going to do it for me. And in second place was Morex. Now, I do have a little sample of Instant Crush by Mancera. It's a little bit too smoky for me. So actually, I think that Morex would be a little bit better. Although I have one called Bitch Please by Confessions of a Rebel. And that one is probably my favorite out of the entire like scent category, like the Baccarat Rouge style scents. So all I need is my little decant of Bitch Please. So in third place is Cosmic Power. And even though it was kind of weird, odd, strange, dark, scary cinnamon, I didn't hate it. There was something that I really liked about it, actually. It was kind of a powerful, sexy scent in a way. So that's going in third spot. Fourth place was Magic Energy. Definitely not one of my favorites, but it was not as bad as Bliss, which is in fifth spot, and Joyphoria, which takes the last place. Definitely didn't like Joyphoria. And the thing about Bliss and Joyphoria is they both had a very like plasticky, artificial smell. As much as they are essential oil based kind of, which you'd think would be more natural smelling, they still do have like a plasticky, unnatural smell to them, in my opinion. So that wraps up my quick little mini review of the Charlotte Tilbury Emotions collection of fragrance. I thought it was pretty interesting. There's none of these that I would want to get. Now, if any of you are interested in this little discovery set, I would love to pass it on to you. You can just DM me maybe on Instagram and I can send it out to you for free. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.